So, the Pokemon Gen 4 remakes have been in the news recently. Seeing as I'm a big Gen 4 fan, I was not very excited. I don't really want modern Game Freak going anywhere near my favorite generation. But the other day, the announcements came, and I feel like there's some important information that's come to light, some things that no one seems to be talking about. One thing in particular, I don't normally do this kind of video, but this one thing is fucking crazy. But first, they showed a new Pokemon Snap game. I didn't even know they announced this like fucking months ago. I don't think Game Freak realizes that most of the people who asked for a new Pokemon Snap game were just joking. One detail worth mentioning here, and that's that based on the gameplay footage, the game still seems to reward you for taking shitty, non-aesthetic photos. Like, I understand that photos taken for science should be in the center of the frame, the subject should be in the center of the frame, but it looks like ass. It's a game about photography. Don't penalize me for taking nice photos. Next, open world Sinnoh prequels, Pokemon Legends, made with the Sword and Shield graphics that everyone loves, and running at a silky smooth 15 frames per second. Luckily, it's not coming out until next year, so they'll probably have it running really well by then. Right? Worth mentioning here is that this game is based off of the Sinnoh legends that you could find in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, which is pretty cool. Pokemon in a setting based off of old Japanese folk stories. That could be pretty sick if they don't fuck it up. Just want to make sure everyone was aware of Sinnoh Folk Story 3. It's got some implications. In the English translation, Sinnoh Folk Story 3 talks about humans and Pokemon living close to each other, eating at the same table, even being indistinguishable. Which is interesting on its own. It makes you wonder if there'll be some sort of Pokemon to human evolution shit going on in Pokemon Legends. But if you read the Japanese, in the original, it said that Pokemon and humans married each other. You know, if Game Freak really wanted to sell some copies. And then there's what I was dreading, the Gen 4 remakes. And yeah, it's about what I expected. The character models look like Funko Pops. It's looking like it's going to be a worse version of a game you can already emulate on most toasters. Perfect. But wait a second. Developed by ILCA? What? Not Game Freak? Who the fuck is ILCA? I've never even heard of ILCA. It looks like they're a dev team that worked on... Oh, they worked on some big games, but they didn't make any of these fucking games. They didn't make fucking Nier Automata. Yo, the Japanese says they just did like promotional videos and shit. Why the fuck would Game Freak choose these guys? Why would the first time Game Freak ever outsources a mainline Pokemon game, why would they pick these guys who have never made a game? Maybe they've worked on something else? Is that the Domino's Pizza app featuring Hatsune Miku? Is the Gen 4 Pokemon remakes being made by the guys who made the Domino's Pizza app featuring Hatsune Miku?
Have you heard of Hatsune Miku? Today, I'd like to announce a new collaborative project featuring Hatsune Miku. Domino's app featuring Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku exists in a software called Vocaloid. Vocaloid enables you to produce songs. A character named Hatsune Miku sings the songs you create. A great feature is you can create songs as you like.